I remember the very first time when I ever went to a mom's meeting. I remember being invited to it and thinking, I don't have the time to do anything like this. Like, get up early and get my kid going, and all the equipment you have to carry when you have a kid. It's almost like you're going for a gig. I remember the diaper bag, packing that up, making sure the kid looks great, making sure you've taken a shower, and just trying to, look decent. I remember it was a lot of work. And I remember when I was just about to leave the door, my child had a blow up, and I had to go back and, clean her up and change her diaper, and ran out of the door, already a little late, sweaty, the whole 9 yards. And I remember thinking, I'm like, how am I going to be doing this every Friday? Because at the time, the MOPS meeting was every Friday. And I, got to the car, situated her in her little car seat, started driving. Where I was going wasn't too far. So I got there. I'm at the parking lot looking for parking because, of course, it's MOPS morning. So all the moms are there and they're on time. And so we get there and I finally get a parking spot. Now to get her out, put her in a stroller, get her bags, her diaper bag, and my purse. And at the time, I didn't realize that you should be putting your little purse in the diaper bag so you don't have two bags to carry. I mean, it was a mess. So then I get there and I open the door and I see this group of mothers. So many tables, so many moms, lots of chatting. Found my table. Obviously, I was directed to it by whoever was leading at the very front. And so I went to my table and I sat there and I was among moms and they introduced themselves. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then one of the mentor moms came and picked up the baby and she's like, you know what, just go ahead and get breakfast. I've got the baby for a little bit. Go and get something to eat and come back to the table. So I went in line, got something to eat, brought it to the table, and she held on to the baby. And so there was a icebreaker topic. And then people were chatting, and then there was a speaker, very relevant topic about motherhood. And then, I kept looking at the mentor mom, like, should I take my baby? And she's like, no, it's okay. You just go ahead and enjoy it. I got her. And I'm like, how convenient. My child's right there. I can see her. I'm sitting here among moms, listening to a topic about motherhood. And I was thinking, this is legit. This is the thing. This is amazing. And at the end of it all, that morning when I went home, I remember being still a little tired just because I had to do a little extra. But it was so refreshing to be among mothers and to be among a tribe of moms. And I decided from that day on that I want to be a part of this every Friday. My name is Caroline Wilhelm. Welcome to my podcast, Moms Have This to Say. Today, I just want to encourage every one of you who is a mom and is not a part of a group or a part of a tribe to join something. If you cannot physically go to a tribe of moms, which is your local MOPS or whatever mom hangouts you have around you, log on to, like a Moms Have This to Say podcast, or log on to a Moms Have This to Say website, or any website that you feel connects to where you are at this moment in your life. Motherhood's not easy, but motherhood is made easy when you have a group of people who understand exactly where you are in your journey of motherhood. I remember every week going back to these MOPS meetings, and every week it getting better, and every week knowing that I'm going to get good breakfast among moms, and we're going to talk about motherhood things, and my child will be well taken care of, and it'll just be among some cool moms, every one of them being lonely moms who found their little, tribe. And it was so refreshing. I eventually became a leader, part of the leadership team of this group. And when I moved to Maui, which is currently where I live, I remember thinking, I don't have that group anymore. And my kid was already 5 years old, so, it was already time to graduate. I remember thinking, I'm like, I need a group, but I need it to be something that is easily accessible, something online that I click to, or something I could watch, something I could scroll. And that's where I got the idea of, hey, why don't I create a tribe, an online tribe? Moms have this to say. So every week we'll be chatting about this or that, a topic that is relevant. We're going to start off, obviously, because there's a lot of new moms, we're going to start off with what new mom problems look like, and then move on to other mom life stuff. If you're going through something as a mom, please hit us up. You can go to momshavethistosay.com, leave a comment. You can go on Moms Have This to Say Instagram and DM us. You can go on Facebook. You can go on Twitter. Just let us know what you're about and what we can talk about, what you need to hear about. There'll be a few professionals that we will bring into our podcast to talk to you or we can share what these professionals know that you need to know or could, that can be helpful for your mommy journey. But for now, all I want you to know is you have a tribe. You've got a place that you can hang out and be yourself. Motherhood is not a race. It's not trying to figure out who could reach there or reach somewhere first. It's just about how can we enjoy the process of being a mom? How can we enjoy the journey of motherhood, There's a lot of things no one knows until you become a mom. There's a lot of things I didn't know before I became a mom. I literally didn't understand how little sleep you can survive on. I didn't know how, not only little sleep you can survive on, how much love you have in you. Once you have a child, you're like, I could explode with how much love I have for my child. It's ridiculous. I didn't understand how much sacrifice you have to give and all the sacrifices you make for your kid. I didn't know. I didn't understand it. I knew people talked about it and they'll say, oh, the love you have for your child, you've never had love like that before. I didn't understand it until I became a mom. But I also didn't understand how lonely motherhood is until I became a mom. And especially for those popular people, or people in music or people who are just popular. Like you have a lot of friends, you have a lot of things going, your life is happening. I was one of those people. I had a lot of things going. I can't say I was super popular, but I had a lot of things going. I was in music. I had a lot of fun things going on in my life. I was married. Life was great, But I didn't understand how lonely I would be even knowing all these moms that I knew. And I knew a lot of people. It's just there's no time to socialize. There's no time. When you have a little time left in your day, there's stuff that you have to take care of. These bottles that need to be washed. There's laundry that needs to be done. There's just communication, grown-up communication you need to have. Like you just want to talk to a grown-up and that's your husband. You want to call your friends, but you don't even have the capacity and the time. Yeah, so there's a lot of things I didn't know until I became a mom. But because I'm learning and I've learned a few things, I'd love to share them with you. But I'm not even an expert in being a mom. No one is. But there's people who've been a mom long enough and they've been their kids have had kids and so they have great experience. And we'll chat with some of those people and they can give us their, hey, how did you get through this? And we can share that with you. I hope you'll come back and listen to what we have for next week. It's going to be awesome.